Hello students, this is for class 10th, subject computer application. Students, myself Jagdish Kumar Yadav, your computer teacher. Today I am going to tell you about cascading style sheets in HTML, that is CSS. In CSS, mostly we will talk about color and background color attribute today only. So let's start. Let us first see what is CSS. CSS introduction. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen, paper, or in other media. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. Means if you have many web pages together or you have collection of web pages in a website, so all the web pages can be controlled with one file, that is CSS. That means their formatting, their styles of display, their colors, all that can be managed and controlled with one file, that is CSS. External style sheets are stored in CSS files. CSS is used, now here given what is the use of CSS or why use CSS. So CSS is used to define styles for your web pages, including the design, layout, variations in display for different devices and screen sizes. Now here is example given how we write the CSS. In CSS we write all the HTML elements, and according to the HTML elements we write the properties and its value. Like the body element is there, so body element is written, then in curly braces the property of body element, that is background color. Now the value of background color, that is light blue, sky blue, or blue, green, whatever you want. Then semicolon, then curly braces close. After one element and its property and values, the curly braces are closed. Then we can write second element, and then in curly braces the property and value of that element. Like this we can continue. As you can see my own example here, like I have written in body element. Remember, here the elements will be written which you have written in your HTML document. Only that elements will be written, because you are going to format or change the style of HTML document. So according to the HTML document, your elements will be written in CSS. So here body element is written, then its property, then colon sign, its value, then next property, then colon sign, then value, then next property, then colon sign, then value. Like this, then curly braces close for body element. Then next element, H1 element. For H1 element, curly braces open, then its property and value, then second property and value, then curly braces close. So like this we write the CSS code to change the style or formatting of the HTML document. Here I will tell you what are these called. There are different parts, like body, it is a selector. Here background color and aqua, these are declaration. In declaration two parts are there. First property is there, and after that colon sign, after colon sign the value is there. Property and value. So let us see there in PowerPoint. Now here given the CSS solved a big problem. HTML was never intended to contain tags for formatting a web page. HTML was created to describe the content of a web page, like H1, this is a heading, H1 close. Then P, this is a paragraph, then P close. Like this, the contents are described by the HTML, but their layouts, their appearance, that all is not possible. It was not possible. So it became possible with the help of CSS. The layouts of HTML document and the appearance of HTML document became possible with the help of CSS. That's what here given, that when tags like font and color attributes were added to HTML specification, then it started a nightmare for web developers. But development of large websites where fonts and color information were added to every single page became a long and expensive process. And for this long and expensive process, to solve the problem, then WWW, that is World Wide Web Consortium, created CSS so that the long and expensive process can be removed. And that's what CSS removed the style formatting from the HTML page. Now here syntax of HTML CSS is given. As I told in the example, first we write selector like H1, or here can be body, any element. Your element name is selector. Then we write curly braces. In curly braces, whatever is written, that is called as declaration. Declaration 1, then semicolon, then declaration 2, then semicolon. After every declaration, semicolon is given. Remember this. This sign is semicolon. And in declaration there are two parts. One is property, another is value. And both are separated by colon sign. Remember this. Like property is written color. So after property name color, colon sign is given. Then the value is given. That is blue. So this whole property and value, this is together called as declaration. And after one declaration, semicolon is given. Then the second declaration comes. In second declaration also same thing. Property first, then colon sign, then value. Its value. And then we finally close the curly braces for this element. And like this we can write the selector declaration for another element also. Now here given that the selector points to HTML element you want to style, like H1 or body or P or any other. Then declaration, the declaration block contains one or more declarations separated by semicolon. And now each declaration includes a CSS property name like color or font size, and a value like blue or 12 pixels separated by a colon. Means property and values both are separated by a colon sign. Multiple CSS declarations are separated with semicolons. Like here, one declaration is finished, so semicolon is given. Then second declaration finished, then semicolon is given. And declaration blocks are surrounded by curly braces. Means finally the declarations are closed by curly braces. Now here given that each declaration includes a CSS property name and a value. Like this, color is the CSS property name and red is the value of this property, separated by a colon sign. Multiple CSS declarations are separated with semicolons and declaration blocks are surrounded by curly. Like that I told. Now here example explained here given. Like P, if you talk about P is a selector. Here P in CSS. Color is a property. Red is the property value. Text align is the property. Center is the property value. So now let us take an example. Suppose if we have the web page, here I have made already a web page RS1. Suppose this is our web page. Now we want to add the CSS for this web page. So what we do, we can add directly in different ways. I tell you first how to add in different ways. Then after that I tell you example. So how to add CSS? When a browser reads a style sheet, it will format the HTML document according to the information in the style sheet. There are three ways to insert CSS. External CSS means we can create a different file of CSS and then we can link that file in HTML. And second, internal CSS. Internal CSS is made with the help of a tag, that is style tag, and it is written inside head tag. Like here, inside head tag we can write style tag, that will be considered as CSS part. Here you can see head tag is there. Now inside head tag anywhere we can write, before closing of head, anywhere we can write style tag, like this, style tag. So this way it can be done. Then inline CSS. Inline CSS this can be written inside a element, any element. Now here given external example, like for external example you have to create CSS file and then that file has to be linked. How to link? We have to link by the use of link tag. Inside head tag we use link tag, and then we use rel, then type, then href. Like this we use, and in href we write the file name .css. Like file name is mystyle.css. So this way we write. So that's it for today, students. Thank you. After this I will tell in the next video.